Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So today we are going to, last class we were in the topic fitting, right? So we'll continue that topic today, fitting. Okay, more number of students are being added. Okay, let's wait for 2-3 minutes then. We'll start together. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so last class, those who were present, I guess they will remember. So last class we have discussed regarding fitting shop, right? So regarding fitting shop, we have discussed. So what was the process? What is fitting? So it is the process of assembling and fitting at the right place different parts of a machine manufactured by different manufacturing process. Okay. So last class we had discussed all this regarding this. So fitting shop is further divided into fitting tools and fitting operations, right? So we discussed regarding fitting shop tools in the last class. So let us just have a brief overview what we had discussed so that you will remember and you will recall it. Okay, so regarding fitting shop tools, they were even categorized in this manner like measuring tools, marking tools, holding and supporting tools, cutting and sawing tools, striking tools, drilling tools, threading tools, loosening and tightening tools, right? So, so fitting shop tools are being categorized in this manner, okay? Like measuring tools, marking tools, holding and supporting tools, cutting and sawing tools, striking tools, drilling tools, threading tools, and loosening and tightening tools. Okay. So under this category, measuring tool, what tools we had discussed in the last class is one is vernier caliper, right? Another is the internal calipers, okay? So external caliper, steel ruler, okay? So steel ruler further divided into flexible steel ruler, fixed steel ruler. So Measuring tools, we have got what in that? Vernier caliper, internal caliper, external caliper, steel ruler, and steel ruler further divided into flexible steel ruler and fixed steel ruler. Okay. So when you move to the marking tools, so we have got various marking tools like the scriber, the divider, the tri-scale, right? So if you can recall it and if you can remember what we had discussed regarding scriber, divider, and tri-scale. Okay. So moving on to cutting tools. Cutting tools, we had discussed what in the last class? Hand hacksaw, files. Okay. Files, we have various types of files like the rough file, the smooth file, okay, the square file, round file, the triangular file, and chisels. Okay. So in cutting tools, what we have got that we have the hand hacksaw, the various types of files like the rough file, smooth file, square file, round file, triangular file, and chisels. Okay. And when we moved on to striking tools, we have seen that in striking tools, under the striking tools, we have the hammer. Okay. Also the claw hammer, cross pin hammer. Okay, so claw hammer and cross pin hammers were the different types of hammers that comes under the category hammer. Okay, so these all hammers comes under striking tools. Okay, then drilling tool. In drilling tool, what we have got? We have got the drill bit, the drill chap key. Okay, counter sinking tool, reamers. Okay, so in drilling tool, we have got drill bit, drill chapki, counter sinking tool, reamers. Okay, so next we moved on to threading tool. So under this category, threading tool, we had got tap, okay, then tap handle, then die, okay, die handle, okay. So this is what we got in under the category threading tool. Okay, so we discussed all this in the last class, right? That's why I'm just giving you an overview. Okay. Then moving on to the another category was that losing and tightening tools. So under this category, you will get screwdriver, the spanner, right? Open end spanner. The spanner is further again classified into open end spanner, closed end spanner, and combination spanner. Okay. Then we had got adjustable wrench under the category what? Losing and tightening tools. Okay. So under this category, we are having screwdriver, spanner. Spanner, we have three types of spanners: open end spanner, close end spanner, and combination spanner. Okay. And also we have got adjustable wrench. Okay. So other commonly used tools, what we had got in other commonly used tools, we had the Allen key, okay, which is used for losing or tightening balls. Okay. Allen balls, okay. Then threads, pitch gauze, then number punch, okay, and bolt. So we have discussed all this in the last class. Okay, so those who were present, they will recall it, and those who are absent, you just go through it by yourself. And if you have got any problem, you can just ask me. Okay. So moving on to the next is the fitting shop operations. Okay, so in the last class, we discussed about the fitting shop tools. Now we are going to the fitting shop operations, the various operations that are being performed in a fitting shop. Okay. So here it goes. The various operations of fitting shop are, okay, so measuring operation, marking operation, okay, sewing operation, filing operation, okay, then drilling operation, reaming operation, boring operation, okay, counter boring operation, counter sinking operation, threading operation. Okay, so these are the operations that we are being performing in the fitting shop. Okay. So moving on to one by one regarding the operations, it's almost, if you compare it with the fitting shop tools, it will be very much easier, because measuring operation, in measuring operation, the tools that we have used in measuring tools are being used here for measuring operation. Okay. So in measuring operation, what we have got here, measuring is a process in which we consider the physical features of an object. Okay. We get knowledge about its length, mass, height, internal or external diameters, depths, etc. Okay. So in measuring operation, we get knowledge about its length, mass, height, internal or external diameters, depths, etc. Okay. This is done with the help of measuring tools. So measuring tools, what we had got in the last class, measuring tools, is that vernier caliper, calipers, screw gauge, ruler, etc. were the measuring tools. Okay, so these tools are being used in measuring operation in the fitting shop. Okay, so this is done with the help of measuring tools like vernier caliper, calipers, screw gauge, ruler, etc. Okay, this is the most basic operation and the initial step of every procedure. So the initial step of every procedure is the measuring operation. Okay, so this is about the measuring operation of a fitting shop. Okay, so moving on to the marking operation. So here in the marking operation, what we have got, marking out or layout is the process of transferring a design or pattern to a workpiece as the first step in the manufacturing process. Okay, so marking out or layout is the process of transferring a design or pattern to a work. So marking out is the process of transferring a design or pattern to a workpiece as the first step in the manufacturing process. Okay. Now, marking out consists of transferring the dimensions from the plan to the workpiece in preparation for the next step, machining or manufacture. After measuring from measuring tool, some marking tools are used. Examples: scriber, tri-square, dividers, etc. Okay. Mark the desired area on workpiece. So these were the marking tools that we use in marking operations, like the scriber, the tri-square, dividers, etc. Okay. So what is scriber, what is tri-square, what are dividers, and what are its uses? We have just gone through in the last class. Okay. In this previous fight. Okay. So marking operation is about marking out or layout is the process of transferring a design or pattern to a workpiece as the first step in the manufacturing process. Marking out consists of transferring the dimensions from the plan to the workpiece in preparation for the next step, machining or manufacture. After measuring from measuring tools, some marking tools are used. Examples: scriber, tri-square, dividers, etc. Mark the desired area on workpiece. So this is about the marking operation of a fitting shop. Okay. So moving on to the next is the sawing operation. So in sawing operation, here a saw is a tool consisting of a hard blade, wire, or chain with a toothed edge. It is used to cut through relatively hard material, most often wood. The cut is made by placing the toothed edge against the material and moving it forcefully back and forth. Okay. So this force may be applied by hand, by steam, water, electricity, or other power source. So by any other power source or by hand, steam, electricity, etc., this force can be applied. Okay. So an abrasive saw has a powered circular blade designed to cut through metal. Cutting the workpiece through this method is called sawing operation. Okay, so what is sawing? What we have got in sawing is that a saw is a tool consisting of a hard blade, wire, or chain with a toothed edge. Okay, so it is used to cut through relatively hard material, most often wood. The cut is made by placing the toothed edge against the material and moving it forcefully back and forth. This force may be applied by hand, by steam, water, electricity, or other power source. An abrasive saw has a powered circular blade designed to cut through metal. Cutting the workpiece through this method is called sawing operation. Okay, so it is about the sawing operation. Next, moving on to the filing operation. Okay, just have a look on the sawing operation. Go through it. Okay, so moving on to the next operation is filing operation. Okay, so the process of making up or something putting into a hole, cavity, space, or container is called filing. Okay, so here what we have got is the punching operation. So punching is the process of engraving or embossing some impression forcefully or by hammering on any other surface. In fitting shop, it is divided into center punching and number punching. Okay, so in punching operation is further divided into two types, that is the center punching and number punching. Okay, so first we move on to center punching. Okay, so making an impression of hole in workpiece is called center punching. Okay, it is mainly used in drilling. So center punching is generally used for drilling operation. Okay, and number punching, engraving numbers on workpiece forcefully or by hammering is called number punching. Okay, so number punching is what? Engraving numbers on workpiece forcefully or by hammering is called number punching. Okay, so center punching and number punching, I guess it's clear. So if it's clear, then we move on to drilling operation. Okay. Then moving on to the drilling operation. Making a hole with the help of drill bit is called drilling. Drilling is one of the most complex machining processes. The chief characteristic that distinguishes it from other machining operations is the combined cutting and extrusion of metal. So here what happens? Combined cutting and extrusion of metal at the chisel edge in the center of the drill happens. Okay. So the high thrust force caused by the feeding motion first extrudes metal from under the chisel edge, then it tends to shear under the action of a negative rake angle tool. Okay. So in drilling operation, what? Two processes, that is the combined cutting as well as extrusion of the metal happens. Okay, takes place. So next, moving on to the reaming operation. So the process of enlarging the hole is called reaming. Okay. So after drilling, if you need to enlarge a hole, then the process of enlarging the hole is called reaming. Okay. So there are many different types of reamer, and they may be designed for use as a hand tool or in a machine tool. Okay. Such as a milling machine or drill press. Okay. So a reamer is a type of rotary cutting tool. Okay. So reamer is a type of rotary cutting tool used in metalworking. So precision reamers are designed to enlarge the size of a previously formed hole by a small amount, but with a high degree of accuracy to leave smooth sides. Okay. So there are also non-precision reamers, which are used for more basic enlargement of holes or for removing parts. Reaming can be done on a drilling machine by using a hand reamer or using a machine reamer. Okay. So reaming, what is the process of reaming? The process of enlarging the hole is called reaming. Okay. So there are many different types of reamer, and they may be designed for use as a hand tool as well as a machine tool. Okay, such as milling machine or drill press. Okay. Next, reamer is a type of rotary cutting tool used for metal working. Precision reamers are designed to enlarge the size of a previously formed hole by a small amount, but with a high degree of accuracy to leave smooth sides. Okay, so there are also non-precision reamers which are used for more basic enlargement of holes or for removing bars. So reaming can be done on a drilling machine by using a hand reamer or using a machine reamer. Okay. Okay. Next, we are moving to boring operation. So, occasionally a straight and smooth hole is needed, which is too large or odd size for drills or reamers. Okay. A boring tool can be inserted into the drilling machine and bore any size hole into which the tool holder will fit. Okay. Boring is the process of enlarging a hole, like in the case of reaming also, but that has been already been drilled or cast. Okay, by means of a single point cutting tool or of a boring head containing several such tools. Okay, for example, in boring a gun barrel or an engine cylinder. Okay, boring is used to achieve greater accuracy of the diameter of a hole. What for boring is used? Boring is used to achieve greater accuracy of the diameter of a hole. Okay, and can be used to cut a tapered hole, and also it is being used to cut a tapered hole. Okay, boring can be viewed as the internal diameter counterpart to turning, which cuts external diameters. Okay, so this is about boring operation. You all just go through these all operations, and if you have got any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, next, moving on to counter boring operation. So when you go to the counter boring operation, you will see counter boring is the process of enlarging the entrance of a hole. Okay. So counter boring is what? It is a process of enlarging the entrance of a hole with a counter bore or other similar tool to a specified diameter and depth. Okay. Counter bores provide a square shoulder so that a cap screw or bolt head may sit flush or below a surface. Counter bores are available in a variety of sizes and styles. A hole making operation that enlarges one end of a previously drilled hole to a certain depth. The enlarged end contains a flat interior. Okay. Next is the countersinking operation. The cutting of a beveled edge at the end of a hole so that the head of a screw can rest flushes with the workpiece surface. Okay. The countersink is a conical hole cut into a manufactured object or the cutter used to cut such a hole. A common use is to allow the head of a countersunk bolt or screw when placed in the hole to sit flush with or below the surface of the surrounding material. So this is about countersinking operation. Okay. So if you go through these operation videos that have been already being uploaded in the portal, okay, so your concept regarding these operations will be very much clear. Okay, that's why you just go through the videos that have been already uploaded in your portals. Okay, regarding these operations. Okay, for trading operation, the process of cutting a long spiraling groove into a workpiece with a single point tool. Threading processes are essential for the creation of fasteners. A thread is a uniform helical groove cut inside of a cylindrical workpiece or on the outside of a tube or shaft. Okay, so they are according to desired pitch. It is of two types. So thread of cutting operation, trading operation is of two types. That is the internal threading and the outer threading. Okay. So internal threading when the threads are on the inner surface of workpiece, and outer threading is when the threads are on the upper surface of workpiece. So this is about threading operation. Okay. So these were all the operations that have been performed in fitting shop. Okay, so fitting shop operations, what we have got? We have got the measuring operation, the marking operation, sewing operation, filing operation, okay, then drilling operation, reaming operation, boring operation, counter boring operation, counter sinking operation, and finally the threading operation. Okay, so this is all about fitting shop operations. And regarding this operation one by one, this you just go through this note and refer to the video that has already been uploaded in the portal. Okay, then it will be very, very clear. Your concept will be clear regarding these operations in the fitting shop. Okay, and when you go for the practicals, then it is very much easy to understand. Okay. Okay, so this is all about fitting. Okay, so this was all about fitting shop. So I will start another topic in the next class then. So for today, I will end the class here. So before that, you all please give me your attendance. And yes, everyone please write your full name in the user ID. Okay, because otherwise you will be marked as absent because it is very difficult to find out whose name is what. Okay. So today is 19. Please respond for your attendance. Aku Mimsong. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Asif. Who is barbecue? Yes.
Sir.
What is your name? Your name is barbecue. But I don't find such names. Huh?
Hibu Kafa, sir.
You post your name in the group. Okay, and change your username. Otherwise, you will be marked as absent. Okay. Because we
Yes.
won't be able to identify. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Post it in the group. Next, Gapak. Gapak. Yes. Absent. Himnuk.
Present. Present, sir.
Okay. Riyam Deka.
Present, sir.
Sagro. Sapam Chan Singh. Sapam. Absent. Vincent.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Sapam. Present.
Vincent.
Okay. Walnang Marak.
Vincent present. Vincent present, sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Is Gapak there? Alfi Gapak. Absent. Okay. And this barbecue, who is barbecue, tell him to change his name, okay? Okay, so I'll end the class for today and we'll see you all in the next class with another new topic. Okay. Till then, enjoy your day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.